afternoon, good evening, good morning, South Aiken family. I'm not sure exactly what time you all are watching this video, so I want to greet you at all times. But my name is, once again, is Sam Fuller. I'm the principal here at South Aiken High School, and I want to come to you all, specifically talk to our student body about something that is of vital importance to us, and that is our South Aiken High School report card. Um, a lot of people don't know this, and I've talked about it, but I want to make sure I re-emphasize it, is that every year South Aiken receives a report card. Okay. And that report card talks about who we are as a school and what our ratings are, and it rates us in a couple of different areas. Now, I'm going to share some information with you all. Screen ready? All right. So, as you can see, there we go. Okay. We talk about our Power Five all the time. Safety and security is number one. Our number one priority as a school is the safety and security of our student body. We talk about that. We talk about it over and over and over again. We can't talk about learning until we can ensure that we're providing a safe and secure learning environment. So that's always going to be number one. Number two is going to be student learning. This is a learning environment, and we want to make sure that we're keeping that at the forefront of everything we do is student learning. Advisory enhancement. We have homeroom once a week for the most part, and that's part of having a trusted adult within the building that you can go to see, that you can that helps you out and gives you advice, and you can discuss grades and all kind of different things with. So we talk about advisory enhancement. We talk about positive relationships. We want to make sure we're being kind to each other, doing the right things, having great relationships with each other, and then high expectations. We want to have high expectations for everyone within the building, students, parents, teachers, administrators, counselors. We want to have high expectations across the board. And because once again, we want to set that standard and then meet that standard. And please, y'all, pardon me for my voice right now. I've just been a little bit under the weather and just been dealing with a little bit of hoarseness. So I apologize for how my voice sounds right now. So that's our Power Five, and we discuss that routinely when we talk about different things. And the Power Five is what we prioritize here at South Aiken High School. Now, so let's talk about our report card. Okay, South Aiken receives a report card, and any of you know, we know that 70% of our grades as a student is based on summative assessments, and the other 30% is based on formative assessments. So as a school, this is how our grades are broken down. Our grades are broken down here. 25% is the percentage of students who score on algebra and English 2 ELCs in the course exams who score a C or better. 19% is on-time graduation rate, students who graduate in 4 years. 12% is those students who are on track for graduation, meaning they're on track and on time for graduation, getting 6 credits per year and the right 6 credits per year to include a math and English. 19% is career and college readiness and/or college readiness. We talk about getting a CCR completer. We talk about getting an ACT metric or SAT metric or a work-based learning opportunity or dual enrollment or advanced placement or ASVAB or Win Career and Readiness Assessment. All of those things fall into that college and career readiness metric. But again, we're not going to dive into all that just yet. We got 10% of our score is based on the biology and U.S. history ELC scores, and it's percentage of students who score a C or better. And then we got 10% is our multilingual learner progress. Students who come to us whose first language is not English, how do they start and then how do they progress as the year goes on? And then 5%, what we're going to focus on today is our school climate survey. How do we feel about our school? And our teachers and our students and our parents all complete the school climate survey, and that plays a 5% of our overall score. Now, our goal in the school climate survey, well, actually before that, I know we talked about it briefly, but again, we talked about goals. We've set these goals. These are in all of our ELC teachers' classrooms. These are the goals of C or better and overall passing for each one of those courses. You can see that again in each one of our teachers' classrooms. So we talk about goals, but we want to talk again about what is our goal for the school climate survey. First off, our goal is to have 90% participation. Okay, let me say this again. We want to have 90% of our student body taking the school climate survey. 90%. All right, that means 9 out of every 10 students want to take the school climate survey. That's first and foremost. Please, we're going to do it today. We're going to do it tomorrow in homeroom, but we want to have 90% participation in that. Now, next up, What is measured in the school climate survey? What are they asking about? What are they talking about? Now, I want to be clear on this piece. I am not telling anybody how to respond. Okay? I say it again. I am not telling anybody how to respond. I'm not telling you how to answer. I'm not saying I want you to fake, fudge, or do anything in regards to our school climate survey results. I don't want any of that. Okay? I want you to be honest. I want you to be truthful. But I want you also to be thinking deeply about who we are as a school. What is our climate? What is our culture? And how can you answer your questions in regards to what goes on daily at South Aiken High School? Now, how did we compare last year? All right. Last year, you can see we were average in our school climate survey results. I don't believe we're an average school. All right. But we were average in our school climate survey results. And if these are all the high schools listed here, there are 8 high schools in Aiken County. You can see that there's 1 below average, 4 that were considered average, 1 that was considered unsatisfactory, 1 that was considered excellent, and 1 that was considered good. We were unsatisfactory for the 2022-2023 school year, and we were average for the 2023-24 school year. This year, I want to shoot for that good or excellent in that school climate survey, and we can do that together, and we can have that effect. But again, I want you to be honest. This is not something I want you to just go ahead and bubble in just because I say so. I want you to be honest, but I want you to think about who we are as a school and think about those questions. Now, when we talk about the different areas, and I'm gonna go back. There's 4 areas: learning environment, social and physical environment, bullying, and homes and school relations. Those are the 4 areas that they're going to ask about in the survey. It's not a test. This is a survey. So what are some of the questions they're going to ask in regards to the learning environment? My teachers expect students to learn. My teachers give tests on what I learn in class. I use technology for school to help me learn. Okay? Those are some of the things that you, and there's a rating, there's 5 different responses you can give to the answer. These are just some of the questions that talk about the learning environment. What do you think about the learning environment? What are some of the thoughts on it? Answer this and answer the survey. Okay. Once again, don't just bubble things in. We want you to think about it and be honest in your responses. Social and physical environment. This is why I'm always harping on you all at win time, before win time. Throw your trash away. Throw your trash away. Throw your trash away. We have to take ownership of our school. We have to take it upon ourselves. Do we have a new building? No. Are we in line to get some renovations and things and a lot of things done at South Aiken? Yes. But we have to take ownership. We have to own our building. We have to own our results. We have to own who we are as a school. It's important that we throw away that trash for our own benefit. All right. That's why we took ISS. A lot of people don't like going to ISS, and I love that you all don't like going, but that's what we have you all clean up outside. All right. Take ownership of the building. But again, the grounds around my school are kept clean. Broken things at my school get fixed. The rules about how students should behave are fair. I feel safe in my school before and after hours. Again, not asking you to make up anything. Think about the questions and answer accordingly. Bullying. Students at my school prevent bullying from happening. Adults at my school prevent bullying from happening. I can always go to adults at my school if I am being bullied. I have bullied another student at school. These are questions that you need to think about and answer according to what you got. All right. And again, this is what we talk about: advisory enhancement, having no trusted adult, having somebody to talk to. All these things play a part. Okay. And then home and school relations. My parents know what I'm expected to learn in school. My parents know how well I'm doing in school. My school is welcoming the parents. How is that relationship there? Do you get the robocalls? Do you listen to the robocalls? Because I know a lot of you all just hang up and don't even read my robocalls or listen to them. All right, but do you listen to them? Do you understand what we're trying to communicate to you? Do you get those communications? Do you feel those communications are beneficial? Okay. Do your parents feel those communications are beneficial? Those are just some of the things. All right. So we talk about that, and those, again, we talk about Power 5, safety and security, student learning, advisory enhancement, positive relationships, high expectations. But again, that school climate survey is 5% of our report card for this school year. And it's a big 5%. It's about how we feel about who we are as a school. Once again, I'm not telling you how to respond. Okay, I'm not trying to aim or direct you. I want you to read the questions, think about it, and then respond accordingly. When people ask me about our climate, or people ask me about who we are as a school, one thing I always talk about, one big selling point I always talk about is for a school our size of approximately 1,300 students, we have the ability day in and day out. Now, sometimes y'all step out of line and we have to correct it, but we have the ability, for the most part, day in and day out, to have one school lunch during one time, where 1,300 students have the opportunity and ability to eat lunch at the same time, get testing done, get tutoring done, go see a teacher, socialize, do all that stuff within a 45-minute period. And we have that one time. No other school in Aiken County has it. There are very few schools in the state of South Carolina or in the U.S. that have that opportunity with a student body our size. So that's one thing we talk about is our school culture. You can't do that if you don't have students who respect each other, trust each other, adults who respect and trust our students, students who care about their grades, students who care about taking care of each other. Could we be better? Absolutely. 100% we could be better. We got an average rating on our school climate. We got an average rating on our report card. We can 100% be better. But we still do some things okay. We still do some things well. And we want to make sure we acknowledge those things and see those things and rate ourselves accordingly. All right. So that's all I'm going to talk about with that. Remember that school climate survey, you're taking it. We want to get 90% of you all to take it and support and support that 90%. We're taking care of that survey. Thank you all for your time. And remember, as always, every thoroughbred, every day, all means all. Have a great night, South Aiken.